That's why it's so important what it is that we do, because we are people want to know more, people want to learn more. Restoring the image of tarot, right? The image back. Oh yeah, you know that those first the audio, no audio. Image of tarot, right? The image back to tarot. Getting people to see it for more than just the a negative image, right? Seeing it for the modality and the potential that it does have, because it is a fascinating system. There's so much going on. There's even more than tarot cards. There's so many other cards, and just the messages, the things I've picked up from it has helped me grow and evolve and connect in a way that I hadn't before. And I hadn't through anything else. It's unique and it's special, and we should definitely examine it. I think there's so much room in tarot. I think there's so many different approaches people can have. I think there's so many different, like ages, the range, the accessibility, and then the messages and what it can mean for different people. You can pull so much out of it that you can really get people moving, right? And get people unblocked, unstuck. I really resonated with the movement, right? The growth that was able to come from the work, the transformation is what really led me into it. I have definitely been moving into the full-time range and capacity. For me as a reader, it hasn't been so much about the numbers. I haven't had staggering view counts. I think my growth has been very humble. We're still fighting for that first 1K, right? After over a year, growth. But over that time, I've had jobs. I moved from a very full-time situation to a part-time to now nearly no time, right? I've seen income from tarot go up and up and up. I've seen connections. I've been able to build a client base. I really would like to get this going for other people. I'd like to do this for other people. I see the next step in the journey being able to pass that along, and to expand the community. So I'm right along with you in being a leader and a steward for what's really capable with this modality as a form of healing and a transformation that touches on both the spiritual and the psychological. I just love it, and there's nothing like it. So it's that's why it's just I've gravitated towards it. And I think culturally there's a shift too, with the open-mindedness, where it's swung not only with the people but also with society and culture, and people are just in general, society is more open to it. It's not swept under the rug, right? I'm down south, same thing. Yeah, Bible Belt. Mm-hmm. I do. It's hot and cold over here, right? Some people are like, ooh, you see the whites of the eyes, and other people are really interested, really intrigued and refreshed, I think, again, for like, wow, you do that, like they're surprised, they're interested. People want to know more, people want to learn more. I was at a metaphysical shop, right? Metaphysics shop, somewhere near my house, and a deck kind of just stuck out to me. Didn't know much about it. Just knew they were kind of this mystical kind of thing. I honestly hadn't learned the system. I didn't know anything about tarot. I knew it was something different, something unique. And I didn't really think about it. I didn't examine them much. They kind of just sat in a drawer for a few years. And one day they just kind of piqued my interest, piqued my curiosity. I said, I want to know what's going on with those cards, with those cards in my drawer. So I pulled them out. Didn't get much at first, right? Didn't really know what I was doing. But I started studying. I started learning, and some of it started making sense. I started pulling information out of the readings that I was getting, out of these cards, and I started seeing changes. I started following the messages that these cards were giving me, and my life started improving. I started seeing things go better for me. And so I was so psyched. I started sharing it with my friends, and I started doing readings for them, giving out these messages, and they really resonated with it too. They saw a lot of improvement. And so the whole thing kind of snowballed. They were pushing me to do a channel. I was resistant, like, I don't know if I want to put myself out there like that. I don't really, know what I'm doing. I've been reading for a couple years. I read for myself probably for like 2 years, and I've been, up on giving friends readings, that type of thing. Just sharing the excitement. But to actually step into like a readership, it was kind of put on me. Kid you not, I was thinking, well, I need to come up with an idea for the channel. And, if I come up with a name, right, the name's got to stick for me. And I kid you not, it was whispered in my ear, like almost as if someone was there. I heard Everything Tarot. So Everything Tarot was given to me. I didn't come up with it or anything. It was definitely like a receive. I was received. It was given, and yeah, lo and behold, it was available, and I was super psyched about it. That's kind of how the channel came to be, and then ever since that, it's been a journey of me and the people. Everything from the first intro, me, hand painting the mat and getting the word out, chatting with friends, everything to, the current intro where we're, doing readings, on a daily basis, got private readings going on, and just expanding the practice, expanding awareness, and connecting with spirit, with the people. It's awesome. I do. I have my mat. Yeah, I have my reading mat. It's got an ET, and I put a zodiac wheel in the on it. But it was our old intro for the channel. It's like a time lapse, and I'm painting that. Absolutely, and even more so, I like the wheel. I put the wheel of the zodiac on there, and sometimes I'll correspond with those symbols. Like read atop the symbol, that type of thing, and kind of key in with the energy of that sign. So I've been reading for about 2 years, I would say. Actually, probably going on 3 now that it's been a year with the channel. About 3 years. 2 years for myself. Mostly just I was learning it, following it myself, practicing, getting messages, that sort of deal. Started reading with friends, and then really the channel has just, pushed my readings through the roof, right? Actually, I even did like a phone service for a bit. For some months, I was doing an online deal, or not online, a hotline deal, where people you can phone a psychic, and I was doing that. That was fun. That was really fun. When I first started the channel, I got into that. You'd be surprised. It was really tense. It was really intense because it's by the minute, right? So you're just like flying through cards, and it's going crazy. It is a scale. It is a scale as a reader. I definitely had to find my pace with reading as it goes. But we do pride ourselves in delivering a full and solid read. I definitely want actionable advice, something for people to be able to take away. And I do want an answer. I want something to, a takeaway from their question of like, okay, I feel like I have an insight, I have a view into this situation, a window, and something from spirit, a message to move forward, right, to proceed. I agree. That's really a big point. I think that's a lot of what has fueled my journey as well. This I guess this ingrained, sense of ethic or morality, this compass. I mean, what we do is, on a sense, divinatory. It's pick up message from spirit. We're reading the cards, what we get, and it's that's our ethical line of keeping true to that. Not intentionally influencing a reading for the purposes of, any type of gaming, right? That message against the person who's trying to get the reading, because this person's looking for a message. This person's looking for help, for connection, for insight and understanding, not to be bullied or, victimized or played around with in the emotional space. I take that very seriously. And I'm sure you do too. Absolutely. It's a bad image. I appreciate that. Absolutely. It's my cat. Anytime we're on camera, anytime the camera comes out, the kitty comes out. That's always how it goes. That's why it's so important what it is that we do, because we are restoring the image of tarot, right? The image back to tarot. Getting people to see it for more than just the a negative image, right? Seeing it for the modality and the potential that it does have, because it is a fascinating system. There's so much going on. There's even more than tarot cards. There's so many other cards. And they're just the messages, the things I've picked up from it has helped me grow and evolve and connect in a way that I hadn't before. And I hadn't through anything else. It's unique and it's special, and we should definitely examine it. People want connection. People want to feel love in their lives, right? They want a lot of times it's just insight into where someone else is at, do I move on? Do I move forward? Should I keep going at this? People want answers to, some of the heart's deepest questions. We love love. We love to be loved. The most common, the most delicate, right? Definitely the most touchy ones as well. You want to be right. You want to be on the nose with the love, for sure. You don't want to be steering people the wrong way, and that person really did want them, So thoroughness is key. So I think, the more cards, the merrier, and a lot of times I get a lot more detail out of that way. Time is of the essence. I wish we had enough time for everybody. Time is the currency, right? We could just read on anything forever, but it's, that moment, that presence, that spot. So yeah, it's challenging. It is a scale. It's a scale. But well, yeah. I mean, I would say, the messages almost always while I'm reading, I'm just getting like a voice in my head. I'm getting like a lot of times I'm just communicating words that come to me, and just kind of saying it verbatim, if you will. A lot of times I'll say, does that mean anything? And sometimes that'll really resonate, and that has like it hit on something, or I phrase it in a strange way. Oftentimes I feel like things like that. I do have a video on the at TakeEverythingTarot Instagram. There was like an orb or a rod like somewhere over my shoulder. I caught it. I was like editing video one day and we caught it. I caught it on. I just looked up and I seen it there. It was all blown up, and I edited it up or whatever. I was like, what is this? Tell me what you think. But I can't explain it. It's a very strange artifact. I'm not sure what it is, but classically it seems to be a rod. I can't really tell you. It was a brand new video camera, so I can't say on that one way or the other. But there's some footage. There's some footage out there. But it's been fun. Supernatural, yeah. I would say it's more of like a spiritual thing. Just like impressions, messages. Sometimes very much like verbatim. Words, sentences, things like that. So I believe in the supernatural. I was gonna say there's definitely something there to the higher self aspect of maybe we're communicating that back through like a knowing, right? Oh yeah, you might end up calling somebody, checking on somebody, seeing what's going on. People have this happen all the time too. You're wondering about like a family member, someone you have a close connection with, someone you're pair bonded with. So this is very much in, people are experiencing this all the time. I think maybe as readers we've developed this, they're more tuned into this. I think the cards help with this. I think tarot, working with spirit, messages, definitely helps bring it out more, bring it out of us more. I agree. Right away, it's particularly blunt. But that's why there's so many flavors of tarot, and I feel like each deck has its own flavor. Has its own kind of different cards can pick up different meanings in a different deck, which is just wonderful. I like the options. I like having that switch it up. That extra degree of randomness. I do. I'm here in front of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 some odd decks. I do. I have only maybe like 3 or 4 tarot decks, but the rest, I didn't even count the tarot decks. I probably only counted 1 or 2 tarot decks in there. That I might switch through, but most everything else is not. It's usually like oracles or something else, a different system. I've done coffee readings. I have done coffee readings. I started my Instagram with coffee readings, so there's like maybe 30, 50 different coffees, and messages with them. So I did start. I did mine different though. I was reading the foam. Most people read the grounds, but I make a cappuccino, right, for my morning coffee, but I like do a design or just a lot, whatever comes out. It's kind of like a reverse tea ground thing, because I kind of just let the foam kind of settle or set what it may, A lot of times I was getting pictures back, and I was like, wow, I just started taking pictures of them and started reading them. And so I just got into that a bit. I still, I should pick it up some more. It didn't see like the traction that I was hoping, so maybe it's a keyword thing or something. I don't know. We may well see a return to the old coffee. There's some cool pictures up there. There are some cool pictures. There's like a bird and like a mushroom and maybe like a heart or a dove. I don't know. There's a couple different pictures up there that came out. I was like, wow, these are really pretty, you know? Yes. Yeah, on Instagram at TakeEverythingTarot. Mm-hmm. Just came to me. Well, the picture came out and I was so impressed. I was like, wow, something's coming through here. With just these different, they stirred up emotions, you know. I felt emotionally connected. I was like, there's something going on. That, and I just love my coffee so much. I seriously just like put it on a pedestal, you know. It's just like, I love it. I love it purely, you know. And I put so much love into that cup that by the time that, you know, it finishes off and hits that foam, it's just beaming, you know. It's just as much love as possible. I do love coffee. You know what? I always like to look up the kinds of animals that will appear. It's so funny how animals can just show up out of nowhere, like lizards or, you know, and in the funniest places too. You know, like one time I think we found a lizard in our bed or something like that, and we had to look into it and see what the spiritual meaning of a lizard was, right? I think it was like, you know, like almost like chameleon, you know, or like being revealed or something like that. So it's always interesting. People see owls and stuff. So animals have significance. Spirit's definitely trying to communicate to us with the natural world all the same. I mean, everything, right? Spirit is always communicating to us, whether it's dreams, whether it's our inclination, our subconscious mind. Maybe we're in a mood for lavender or rose or something like that. What gemstones, crystals, ones that you're drawn to, ones that you've never heard of, but you know, are catching your ear, and you're like, that sounds really cool. Why am I fixated on this? It's because you need it. You know, it's spirit is communicating to us in on all ways, on all wavelengths. It's just on us to open up, right, and receive. Well, I mean, we're a growing, evolving platform. As of right now, we are doing a live show. We're doing a live show. People can call in. You can post questions in the chat. It is it's free to participate, right? We do have a donation list, so donations are read first, and everybody's free. Is just, you know, free to post, and it's questions are picked at random, so there's no list. Everybody has an equal chance to get their question read, right? We do it at 12 noon and 9 p.m. Central Standard Time or Mountain Time. And it's a good time. It's a good time. We hop on, go for a couple hours. We have a collective message that gets read out at the beginning for everybody who didn't get a chance to make the stream, but just for everybody, right? For collective. And we connect. You know, we build. And, you know, day in, day out, we're here and we serve in that capacity. So we make ourselves available, right? Definitely want to, you know, no matter what your circumstance, your background, where you come from, right? Who you are, there's a message for you, right? And you absolutely have open and free access to that. Definitely want to contribute to collective, you know, growth, right? Individual growth. Just moving people along, right? Passing along these messages from Spirit is what we've been led to do. It's what we've been called to do. It's just where we keep ending up. You know, we've tried it a lot of different ways, and for Everything Tarot, that's what we kind of keep doing. We are working on courses. You know, we're working on. Of course, we have a private readership. People contact us for private readings. TakeEverythingTarot@gmail.com, right? Where we have, you know, we can do one-on-one sessions like that, as well as for astrological birth chart reading. So if you want to get your birth chart read, that's also a service we offer. That is correct. It's about for me, like 2.5 to 3 hour read. I think that's 15 minutes a house. 5 minutes a house is an hour, right? 12 houses, 15 minutes. And you get into a house that has a stellarium, right? Like 3 or more planets going on. You could be explaining those aspects for a while. You're really unraveling the person's whole, you know, life or the energy dynamic of how they kind of, the approaches they take to situations. A lot of time it's like self-guarding or, you know, ways we've patterns we've developed to manage these aspects instead of being like cognizantly aware of like, oh, this is why. So, you know, and then seeing an easier way to navigate or manage things. You really see the depth, right, of spirit on that one when you see how much can line up and can be on point or tied in with a chart or with synastry between two people, and it's incredible. It is incredible, the wealth of information. It's everything that tarot isn't. It's so opposite of tarot. It's so literal and finite and fixed, and tarot is just aspects and energies and pieces that are moving. And it is just it is a fascinating study. It is just like tarot. It is unique, and it is just unapproachable on other levels. Kimberly, thank you so much. Thank you for having me on. I wish you the same for your channel, Beyond Our Universe. And yeah, I look forward to, you know, seeing what comes out of there, seeing what comes up with y'all. Absolutely. Likewise, I'm going to be hopefully repost this over on my side and send people back your way. Yeah, you guys check out Beyond Our Universe and see what Kim's got going on. Thank you for having us. Well met. It was excellent talking with you. I think we share a lot of the same viewpoints. Honestly, I think we're coming from the same place. Awesome. And likewise, Kim. Thank you.